Welcome to our channel. Used motor engines versus rebuilt engines. Which one should you choose? Used engine equals what it sounds like. Used means pulled straight out of a wreck or old car. No rebuild, no overhaul, just a motor that was running and got removed from the vehicle. Sometimes you win big, sometimes you get a dead block. Total luck game unless you inspect it yourself. Rebuilt means somebody opened it up. A rebuilt engine's been torn apart, cleaned, and had bad parts swapped out. Many parts like pistons, bearings, gaskets are replaced if needed. It's not new, but at least someone's been in there trying to make it right. Still, quality depends on the rebuilder, not the label. Used engines are cheaper, no doubt. If you're on a tight budget, a used engine will always be cheaper, sometimes half the price of a rebuild. But it's a gamble, you don't know how it was treated before it got to you. Rebuilt engines cost more for a reason. The good ones are done by people who actually know what they're doing, machined surfaces, new seals, proper torque specs. That's what you're paying for. So yeah, it'll cost more, but at least you know what's inside. Warranty tells you everything. Used engines usually come with short warranties, like 30 or 60 days, tops. Rebuilt ones often have 6 months, maybe a year. That's your clue right there. Nobody gives a long warranty on junk. If the car is old, go used. Let's be real. If you're fixing the car just to sell it or drive it for a few months, don't overthink it. Go with a used engine, save your cash, get it running, move on. Want to keep the car? Rebuilt's safer. But if it's your daily, something you plan to keep for years, just bite the bullet. Go rebuilt. You'll get better reliability, fewer surprises, and you won't be yanking the engine out again in 6 months. Used doesn't mean bad. I've dropped in used motors that ran smoother than fresh rebuilds. Some cars were wrecked with perfect engines. The trick is knowing where it came from. Always get the VIN, ask for a compression test, and check oil condition before you buy. Rebuilt doesn't mean perfect. Some shops only claim they have installed new gaskets and call it rebuilt. Instead, they use the same ones. So yeah, a bad rebuild can be worse than a good used motor. So, which should you choose? If you want cheap and quick, go used, but if you want reliability and long-term, go rebuilt. It all comes down to how much risk you can handle and who you're buying from. Thank you for watching.